Hey guys, Luna here, and this is the final episode of 999 before we head into the Virtue's Last Reward. Where we left off is we just did the true ending, and we're about to just get the very last ending just because figured might as well show you it. So let's just continue, shall we? So,
look, it's...
Yeah, if you're curious to know where this is, if you're not sure, this is the other side of the safe ending, which hopefully, because I did not unlock since I just finished the true ending on this side, I had the whites unlocked, so hopefully it will trigger the right side rather than triggering the left side. So, which I'm just gonna skip past all of these conversations. Did all of these conversations. Yeah, Clover did some crazy shenanigans.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
There's no sign of her. Let's go. All right, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
Different.
Jumpy.
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
This is so different. We do split up here, unlike before we were together. Tragedy strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light on the dark place, June's smile had given hope, both for an escape and possibility for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat slouched against the wall, Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin was smooth and pale as always. Was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all of his thoughts replaced with endless hissing whites. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put a hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought. His mind was slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on his left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, left discuss 1, 2, in other words.
Is that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelets? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelets, or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from number 8 bracelets? The ace, from what we learned. The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind then. He heard a noise, a sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. Moments later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat, extreme heat, as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had been met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Reverend Kilodis had now done the same to Junpei. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his... But as he did, the knife dug itself deeper, twisting vigorously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him. Nothing would move. Ooh, I like this background music. Nothing saved his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotion. Not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. And without a word climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry, began to dissolve away into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell, into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Bad end. Bad run. And let's see. And that is every last single ending of 999. To see this again, but I was hoping to go to the title screen. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Sometime in the very near future, I plan to go into Virtue's Last Ward, which is going to be just as a very similar concept to 999 here. And you'll also see me going into various other series as well, like going back into my Pixelmon series that I keep mentioning. But with that, I'm going to end this here, and I wish you guys the bestest of days and nights, and hope that whatever the week or month carries you into the future is the best that it ever has. And may the stars forever guide your path wherever it might lead you into the future. And hopefully it is the best that it ever is. So, bye everybody.